you know, we've seen Red Levin before. Probably one of the MVPs of many games he plays because he's just ridiculously got amazingly awesome. Recently, especially dagger pistol build. He's going to be very mobile around the map. He's actually going for the executioner build. So when they are below that, 50% health, he's going to do a ton of damage. He's going to be mobile around the map. He goes for decaps. He gets involved in the fights, and he picks up a lot of kills. Lypion, going over to him, is actually playing with the longbow, axe, and also warhorn, so operating some speed and utility there.
What?
Yeah, it must
Rampage? No. No. He won't.
Does give him stability. 24 seconds of stability isn't too bad, but I'm trying to look at the positives, Nick. Honestly.
You can also say, well, he can throw stones while he's in Rampage.
If he's got might, he can actually do a lot of Midriff Juggernaut. I mean, he's got some CC there, so it's not a horrible V. I think I've seen him use it before, but okay.
Let's say it this way. I haven't seen it, I think, in a tourney ever, and I haven't really given it much thought if it's useful or not. I think he's gonna switch it out and just trolling us at the moment.
We'll have to wait and see.
Eviscerate with a Warhorn is definitely a solid thing you can go for.
And going over to Blackjack, we're gonna call Blackjack.
Articuno.
Articuno.
Because he likes Pokemon.
I don't know what Pokemon is, so I'm old. Sorry.
Come on, Pokemon is old as well.
Okay. Alright then. No, that one. Celestial Amulet, of course, in this build, he's going to be doing sustained damage, sustained condition removal, and healing 1v1 situations. He's good as in stuff at the moment for pre-game buffing. Going over to Hibify, playing the Hibify build pretty much, because he's the one who brought it over really to EU. Not many people in the EU still playing the leg mods variation of this, and then normally going into alchemy more. But very mobile around the map. He's also using, I think they're trolling with the elites because he's got Elixir X on there at the moment, so I'm not sure he'll use that.
Oh please!
But yeah, hey ho, they did buff it a while ago.
That would be just fun. Imagine it triggers Rampage as well, and you just have two people rampaging at the same time. That would be hella entertaining.
This is going to be a new meta coming out here. I want to see them keep those flipping elites.
Or just us trying to make sense of their trollage.
Yeah, exactly. But we do see Lady Asura is using the Respa there. Typical Hambo build again, sustained damage, sustained stunning, and also on-point pressure with the longbow, of course, and freeing up a lot of burning. And we are going to see the teams coming out into this map in about 10 seconds.
Exactly. We're not going to go through 55 HP monks because we have seen them in previous matches already. But now we will see who... Oh, I need to go into the in-game. I had them once before. There we go. Cheese mode on the red side versus 55 HP monks on the blue side. Retro match. Hipster power.
Oh, if only I actually used that greatsword there just for the spin, actually caught some of the stealthed members of Cheese mode there, which was actually, I think, a luck more than anything. But, the combination of the speed and the AoE damage was quite good there. We're going to see if Cheese mode really, they're going to go for these... They've actually just had to retreat back towards the mine, so they were going for potentially a 3-point attention there, but not getting that off. And
are we actually seeing Cheese mode not running on, not going for 3-point fights?
I know, it's weird, isn't it? But they had to come back because they had to defend the mine, and I think maybe that's probably a good decision. But the thing is, they haven't got a lot of, sustained... They haven't got a lot of really high damage here. I mean, other than Red Levin, who's not able to get on the point. There's so much AoE down. He's not able to really focus on anyone. They've got Fernalia as a focus target. They've just taken him down because Red Levin's just taken him out from behind really fast there as well. Still on about 20, 30% HP there. But Hibify's also very close to going down himself, going into that healing turret and then using that block from the Toolkit 4, of course. But the focus is very much on him. Red Levin is quite low as well, so needs to be careful how he engages here.
And
but,
there we go. It is Elixir X. Hibify used it, is now going down. Levin coming in, interrupting the stomp attempt. Knockback, nice updraft on two people. There comes the Warbanner. Up he goes, Warbanner from, or Battle Standard from Lady Asura. Now Zenana left, but it is... Are we going to see a re-engage? Izzy? No, looks like he's chasing Red Levin at the moment, but he manages to get out. And Izzy now going for the midpoint because Articuno just manages to down Zuik. Zuik, I think,
Zuik
is yeah.
Change up, yeah.
A little bit of a roster switch because somebody needed to go.
Yeah, so we've had the Ellie coming in now for 55 HP monks rather than the warrior, so that can change up some play style, of course. And we're bringing in a sub that we call that maybe doesn't play fully with 55. That might kind of prove not massively useful, basically. But 55 HP monks are still winning at the moment. 60 points to 36 at present. They need to keep. Oh, Lipion getting knocked off node. They're Hibify as well. They're both focusing on the Fernalia. Needs to support ASAP. He's going to get that in the form of Xanana. Just as the Fernalia just goes down, but they are going to bail on this actually at the moment. As we have seen
down,
2 downs happen.
Off point. They had a bit of a 2v2 going on next on the side of the keep. We do see Xanana going for the decap attempt. Hibify is on him. Will he be fast enough? Maybe Paul is trying to jump on and makes it just in the nick of time to get on the point. 2 caps still valid for cheese mode. Currently almost managing to overtake the points of 55 now, taking the lead. And we see Lady Azura going aggressive for the 3rd point in a 1v1 with Issei, but not really committing into it, falling back because 55 again with the aggression on the mine point. And maybe Hibify a bit overzealous there, trying to get Xanana down, but we had Articuno from behind trying to get on point and managing to. Therefore still cap happening, but not much. A little bit of a misstep and that cap could go neutral quite quickly.
Yeah, indeed. Sorry, I was just typing in the chat. Just if you, even if you've got good quality at the moment, guys, just click that spanner and click the also, you know, you have different options: video starter and sound starter, and they'll send us some more bandwidth. Hopefully, even if you've got good connection, just and it will help out a lot if you're having problems.
Decap has come through.
Yes.
Cheese mode seems to be abandoning this a little bit. Articuno almost down. Lipion still on point. 55 really committing to the far point, or yeah, to the far point aggression, but Red 11 now getting the decap on the henge, and looks like a full cap because there is no one coming anytime soon. Articuno going down on point. Lipion still alive. Hibify could jump in and kind of Predator Esports this. But they are now pulling back. Hibify on his way to assist on the midpoint. Issei versus Lady Azura there at the moment. But the problem is the entire team of 55 will try and engage on the midpoint afterwards. It would just collapse on that before they get the respawn. Lipion still bleeding out. Articuno almost about to respawn. But it will take a while.
Yeah, Red 11 got the full cap over on the henge. No one from 55 HP monks picked up on that. They were just so focused on that mine fight that they, you know, they lost all eye. Ooh, they could get this. Oh, 1 tick on the mid. Almost got it. So close, but Hibify's gone into Elixir X. Are you really not liking this change from him? Because, you know, it doesn't provide much survivability, to be honest. Alright, it gets people off node, but not as much as, you know, supply crate, which is just, you know, healing, med kits, everything. And I think he's feeling that change at the moment. I'm not sure it's working massively, but hey ho. 55 HP
coming in, maybe is gonna be fast enough. Maybe even for the res. Red 11 coming in from side. We do have a refuge that is gonna get rid of the cap. No, we had actually the attack from the downed person. We had the attack from Lady Azura out of down state to not give up the cap and leave the 2 people rezzing in the refuge after the first stomp attempt has gone into the stealth. Lady Azura going down again. Levin and Lipion now feared off point on his side from Misha. All off point decap came through, but we also had the decap on the mine point.
Yeah, it's, oh god. These men are just really maintaining themselves at the moment. Look at Red 11, Thief running around with the battle res banner there.
Lady Azura is not moving. Oh, okay, never mind. Vengeance. Just waiting out his time.
Off. Yeah, I think so. Hibify's just running away from that mine point. Needs to try and get rid of
nope, but Red 11 wants to get on it. Eats the fear, has some conditions on him burning. There we go, all of it. Manages to stealth. Now the Shadow... no, he does not have Shadow Embrace. Where did the condition remove come from? Didn't even see that.
On who, sorry?
Well, okay. No, Hide in Shadows had some base condition remove, so never mind. I didn't say
just dying on his way out of the mine there. 55 HP Monks picking up the 2-cap again. And it's still very much an equal game. If only is going to be guarding that mine point at the moment as 55 go back towards the mid to maybe try and defend that. Red Levin going to go for a possible decap over on the mine. He's stealth below. If only it has seen him though, so I think he's just trying to build up some might just as Red Levin comes into the point with Hibify coming in as well. 55 HP Monks nowhere to be seen really, but they can send some help back here because there is someone who is out of the fight. Lipian is down to send someone back to mine to help out Fernley as soon as possible. That's happening. Zandananan's coming back now. We are going to see also Misha coming back. Easty's going to head towards mid to try and take out Lady Asura as soon as possible along with Zuik, and we are going to see I believe Blackjack just lightning flashing up to the top there to try and get in to assist his friend there to try and equal up this 2v2, but that's not going to be over anytime soon. We've seen downstate from Red Levin over on the mine as well, of course, and 55 HP Monks do have somewhat control over the map.
He is actually in Rampage at the moment, so the very long stability you get with that, actually try to use that for a res on Levin, but the threat of an interrupt on a thief res is not really the biggest problem you have.
The thing is, I just think, you know, res ban just might be more beneficial because 55 HP Monks are taking out their players. Like, you know, that would have been better, I feel, to use that. But hey ho, there must be a reason for using these random elites. But it's, you know, nevertheless, it's good to see, and they're not losing by that much. Do they really
need a reason? Maybe just let's try stuff, or let's screw around a bit. Oh, maybe getting the decap now, actually managing to get 55 both off point. I think we're trying to assist on the rest downstairs. Decap again. Now on the mine, Hibify might actually get the full cap. We have a fear, maybe an immobilize. No, doesn't get him down far enough. Fiery Greatsword comes out, but a couple of knockbacks could be in the... No! Hibify gets knocked back, actually. So that, again, completely neutralizes the point. So no benefit for anyone there. Lady Asura going down the mid. Lipion following straight after. We have the Earth Armor, a little bit of stability. Trying to get Lipion back up. Kind of giving up on Lady Asura, but that is not enough. Just Articuno rezzing against 3 people. Damaging won't really help there.
No, not at all. I mean, they're going to pick up this node back again, but they did have the decap over on the mine. Hibify has been successful over there. He's versus 2 players at the moment because Red Levin is trying to rest himself, I think.
That's risky.
Yeah, but no one's near him, you know. The thing is, they've got... Oh, he's going to get up. They just needed to offer up a tiny bit of damage, a tick or something, some dot damage onto Levin to keep him in that down state. Would have been useful. But they have got the kill on Hibify. So, nevertheless, they have come out of this on top. We are going to see Red Levin and also Lady Asura pushing towards mid with also Blackjack, who's setting up there now. And Lipion is going to come out of the respawn. Looks like they're potentially going to go for a full-on mid engage. Maybe with Hibify trying to come out against Fernley on a potential decap. I think Fernley is looking at that respawn and trying to delay him possibly on the way out there.
I have to say, until now, the Elixir X was really only used when he was about to die. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go down. I might at least, I don't know, look pretty while I go down and swirl around a bit. Doesn't really seem to make that much sense. Especially, weren't there lots of complaints that engineers had too much RNG? You are just giving yourself more RNG. I just don't think it's really beneficial, and I think he's trolling or trying out stuff. Just maybe it works.
I mean, maybe it's in combination with another rampage, and he's hoping that he's going to get rampage, but it's just not happened, you know. But like you said, like, yeah, maybe we can ask. I'll try and ask him after this actually to see what the plan is. But you know, it's still not out of the game. We're very close. 429 to 55 HP Monks to 406. So one boss kill is actually going to put Cheese Mode in the lead by 1 point. And now they have picked up the 2 caps. So really, both teams need to be very aware of the fact that the boss kill could win this game. And around 470 points, we need to be watching for that to make sure see if that's going to happen. And with that kill on Infernalia, you know, it's been a really with that decap as well. Really, that's not good. 55 HP Monks needed to send more bodies over there and keep them on the point. This is going to be a potential win now for Cheesemo.
This is looking pretty solid because Misha is just lying there. We do have the respawn from Infernalia, but he can't really go anywhere. I mean, either point, whatever he chooses, if it's mid or close, it's going to be a 1v1 that takes ages. And even if they win the mind fight, which at the moment isn't looking like it's just too long. They do have the double cap and it's going to be solid. Zanana is trying to go over to the henge, but that is a little bit too late. And even two
boss kill.
No,
oh, what?
He isn't. Even two creature kills won't do it. They need two stomps and 2 creatures. That's not doable in that amount of time.
Yeah. Look at Hibify kicking down Easy there, knocking him around a bit, and you know it is good in that state. Like, you know, if there are down bodies, he goes into that. He's going to be CCing permanently. Cheese Mode will pick up his first game.
See that?
Yeah.
Red capture point.
Oh, one player left, or what happened there?
I think Misha is going to restart. Looks like he's got some lag there, but yeah, good game actually. Otherwise, very slow game. Ever really between 55 HP monks and cheese mate. Always a bit lengthy.
Yeah.
But GG, cheese mate.
It's been a while, and
the ESL weeklies.
A pretty different setup to what we were once used to seeing them.
Once we were used to it.
I don't know. Was a bit of a weird game, I have to say.
It was a bit of a weird game. I mean, it seemed to escalate towards the end, where it became a little bit close. We were at different points where, you know, there wasn't many points in it. We are waiting for Misha to come back in the game. But otherwise, this could be the last game of the ESL Weekly Cup number 54. Seeing potentially Cheese Mode defeat 55 HP monks in a bit of a retro kind of hipster cup this week. Maybe we'll see 50.
Really? Hipster again?
Hipster cup again. We might even see Cheese Mode come into the Go For Cup on Sunday, but they will need to potentially, you know, replace Red 11. But I think it looks like Xananon is going to move over to Cheese Mode apparently.
Okay.
Quite interesting. You know, 2 NG meta.
Is that allowed?
Huh?
A mid-match team switch? That'd be fun.
Oh, we'll have to talk about the admins. We'll have to talk about them. Talk about them. Admins, ESL, well done. You're doing a fantastic job. Game's ahead of time at the moment. We are really on time at the moment. Jesus. Guys, we might actually, in the future, as we are now streaming the ESL Go For Cup on Sundays, we might be going from the semi-finals of the ESL Weekly Cup from now on in the next few weeks. We're going to let you know with announcements and whatnot from ESL, but it's something we are thinking about just because let the quarterfinals get done and out of the way, and then we'll start streaming from semi-finals onwards. Might be something on the channel before that, not too sure, but we will let you know, of course. But it's something that is being thought about, just so you are aware. So if it does suddenly not start when you think it is, then check info on posts on my Twitter, on Nick's Twitter, on the ESL Twitter, ESL Facebook page. Also, we do have an sPVP group on Facebook, which is open to be joined as well. So make sure that you check out all these different options that you have to actually pick up some information about sPVP. And make sure you watch the Go For Cup on Sunday. We do have the EU version and also the NA version. Made in Meta picked up 400 euros, and Champignons picked up 100 and some points to go for the cup. And we will have the monthly cup, which will be 1,500.
1,500 total prize pool and 1,000 for the first place.
That's the right. Sorry, yes, the total prize pool is 1,000. And we got that for the next 3 months. So we will see what happens after that. But we've still got another 3 months of some awesome cash money. We have China happening at the beginning of December. Don't forget that with the World Tournament Series, of course, with 2 China teams, 1 NA team and 1 EU team. And I'm going to ask the guys to ready up, as we do have everyone in the game. You have no excuse for missing out on what's going on in Guild Wars 2 PvP because I just told you about it. And I'm sure there's also some Miss-PD goings-ons as well.
Yeah, information is out there. You just need to be a little proactive to find it. All over the place. Any social network, you can find it.
And thank you guys for coming out tonight. We've hit 300 plus viewers at different points tonight, so it's very good that people are still interested in these weekly cups because they are what's pretty much built quite a lot of the scene in sPVP GW2 for a considerable amount of time. So it's nice to see people still coming in.
Especially considering that, well, we have a little bit of lag problems here and there just because we are very far down the list of priority targets here for the bandwidth of Twitch. I feel.
that will change in time.
Hopefully. Yeah, but partnered. If you're partnered on Twitch, it doesn't just mean you get the option, or the viewers get the option to change the quality of the stream, but you also generally get more bandwidth, more of the available bandwidth for your viewers, which means less laggy streams even on high resolution. But now you kind of have to bear with us. I hope it's not too bad, because we're gonna start with the possibly final match of this ESL Weekly Cup. We have Cheese Mode on the red side and 55 HP Monks on the blue side.
Have a look at this split. 55 again going for that 2-1-2 split, sending Zuik over into the mid versus Lipion. Of course, we are going to see a one-purchase Blackjack going over to the far node. It looks like he's going to be... I need to just double check to see if he is in staff still. Because
Leah is having some problems against 3 people here, trying to use the awkwardly placed minecart. Nice knockback there. Maybe a little bit of an early engage from the rest of Cheese Mode there. Leah picking up some life again and staying strong in the 1v1 against sipVP now. Using a bit of off-point rotation here, trying to use the terrain to stay out of line of sight, and that is gonna be it. He managed to hold on for quite a long time, but not too long.
Yeah, sipVP did a good job of keeping up Conde pressure there, actually, to be honest, and it was a nice combination with the rifle as well. With Zuik going down at mid as well, we are going to see 55 HP Monks losing a lot of their players early on. Lipion is going to go for a decap potentially with Red Levin really on the back of Zananan, and they're just having to use that Elixir S, trying to get through to the rest of his medkits there that were dropped from his supply crate. That's really gone. There's nothing there from him at all. So much cleave on the nodes has meant all his turrets have gone down. Misha's going to go down just on point as well. Lady Asura looks like he's going to get the fall down there as well. Lady Asura really low on HP, still going for the pressure on Zananan. No damage really coming out from him in reaction to that, of course, because he has been stunned. Oh, look at that knockback from Zuik. Could possibly save Zananan here. Don't think he's going to go for the res. Lady Asura is really low on HP. Dodges that Earth Attunement.
Oh, he's still alive.
The knockdown is good. Can't believe it's alive. To be honest, the cleave is good. The hail, the heals come out from Blackjack, and the cleave is good on Zananan. Really fantastic job from Zuik, doing a good job at just staying on the nose, staying around the body of Zananan.
That nice healing signal from Lady Asura is just kept him alive. Some good dodges.
Did a good job at supporting as well. Last second, getting really boosted his health to about 20% HP there, which was a really nice job from him. So the communication is really on for these guys, and 55 unlucky to not get Zananan back in the fight.
sipVP on supply crate now, by the way.
Oh, good job.
But we still do have Lipion on Rampage. I think a bit better than having sipVP with the Elixir S, but still, well. Okay, now with Zananan. Oh, nice pullback, just keeping Zananan at the point a little bit longer, delaying him for the engage on mid, but it looks like 3 people re-engaging from Cheese Mode for the midpoint. Issei on one side, and on the other we have Zananan trying to assist from the far just to, or giving up the point, really? Keeping it, playing it safe.
Sure that's good. Come on. Well, they've got the 2 cap on the sides. They don't need to over commit here. That would just be a big error. So that's kind of... It was a good disengage, and they're re-engaging actually, but more to defend potentially the waterfall here. So this is good from 55 HP Monks. Does look like Afonalia is possibly looking at trying to take down that gate and thinking about it at the moment, but not 100% sure. Keeping the 2 side nodes at the moment with mid decaps is really sensible, and it's such a good idea for them. As long as they don't compensate here and actually get some deaths in the mid, this is going to be good for them. They can just dip in and out. Misha, all Misha needs to do is try and kite around the sides. Doesn't need to get on the point. And look at the focus from Cheese Mode. They really almost took down, not took down Misha, but trying to get the focus there. So many people just chasing, with Hibify actually chasing off the Necro Misha there
at
as well.
the moment. I'm a bit surprised that 55 they were in a bit of a position to go for full engage on Waterfall. That is coming now. Oh yeah, they might have overcommitted a bit. I have to say, until now, I really liked it. Just switching and rotating over the midpoint over and over again. Not really committing too much to the point, but still keeping it neutral as long as it's safe. Maybe a little bit longer than it was actually safe. Losing one person. Now Misha, where is Misha? Misha actually went back into his own base. We do have the same from Issei. Issei now vapor forming into the hands of Zuik, who was waiting in the base, but they will lose the quarry point and they are about to lose the waterfall point. So now Cheesemod could really turn it around. Issei coming back on point and Zuik, but they are up against 3 people in mid. We have Ethernalia kind of fixed in the mid fight. He can't really disengage from that. So upper hand here in the fight for Cheese Mode.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, this is like, they've got such a big cushion. They've still got 100 points. They keep, this cap is good. Mid cap is Reds at the moment. Yeah, it has ticks over, so ignore the icons at the top at the moment. Cheese Mode are getting ticks in the game. But
the decap is coming out now, and there we go. Bug is fixed. They just decapped it. A little bit of Lady Asura ping pong there.
Yeah. Just the instant of so much CC on Lady Asura is just really needed at the moment. He's easing down state. Red Levin's not going to be able to do much on this node at the moment. They have got their home point back because Misha's had to bail off against Hibify. Hibify's actually doing a really good job versus Misha at the moment. Red Levin's able to come in from behind and offer a lot of damage. Being below 50% HP is not a good thing. He is going to be able to take him down extremely fast, of course, with that Executioner trait. Having a look over on the waterfall, we've only got a couple of ticks left for them to take that node as well, but 55 HP Monks coming in thick and fast as they did pick up mid as well, so they really are, they do have the advantage quite heavily at the moment. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. We've not hit 200 points yet. That doesn't matter because, of course, it doesn't feel like this game has actually settled down yet, Nick, to be honest. It doesn't feel like there's been a clear point of attack for either teams. It seems a bit sketchy, like teams losing nodes quite easily by backing off points, and it's been a bit,
they want to play it safe.
Sketchy, I think.
Yeah. They want to play it safe rather than overcommitting to a point, dying, and then maybe not being available for the next team fight. They pull out, give up the point, stay alive, and really re-engage as a full group. So maybe a bit too safe. We will see if it works out. Lipian going down. Articuno trying to go for the rest, but almost dying himself. Earth Armor there has a lot of conditions on him. Already used the Cleansing Fire there. Being pulled back from Zanana. There we go. Going down in mid. Red Levin trying to get the cap. Issei is fast enough on him with the Fiery Greatsword. Articuno is down on the point. Lady Asura is going to die next to him. Most likely a couple of conditions on him. Oh, the heating signet is doing its work. He's trying to line of sight, but still against 2 people. One of them, well, both fairly condition heavy, so they can just get him a couple of conditions on him, and that is that. In the mid, 1v1, Red Levin against Issei. Not really going that well, although turned it around.
The timing of Misha there, offering up a lot of AoE on the point, not able to engage really because any kind of ability would have just taken Levin down, which it has indeed. Lifeone's going to come in for the potential res, maybe going to stun as well. Not sure that's going to happen. See, he's really, Red Levin's not going to get
there. We go.
Surely.
Rampage.
Oh, nice knockback. Yeah, he must have. Where is his stability there?
Yeah, probably by Misha.
Yeah. Misha must have stolen that with the Death Shard there. So not unfortunately, not able to pick up Red Levin. That's the thing, you know. They've forgotten that there is reasons to, well, and the Necro can just steal that with the path of corruption, of course, in that trait line, the second tree. We can just take that stability.
I think stability is actually fairly low in the priority list of that. At least Moa was complaining about that a lot. I don't. Maybe it changed.
Yeah, no, it should be quite higher up. I mean, I think I can't remember.
It is high up
check,
on the Conde remove on steel, but I think it's fairly low in the order of things on Path of Corruption.
It should be quite high, really, in all honesty.
Yeah.
But well, there's nothing much we can do about that. Look at the pressure that's on Misha at the moment. It's got some poison and bleeding ticks, but there's still really, really high pressure from Red 11. Of course, going under 50% isn't going to be good for Misha at all in that situation. And they're going to leave Misha there for now. Chismo just pulling back a little bit, but 55 HP Monk's pulling ahead now. Significantly. Will pick up the mid cap, going to be pressuring over on the waterfall as well. But with 55 HP Monk slowly they're starting to speed ahead now and actually approaching 350 points. They will potentially be able to go for it. They will be in range for a Lord Kill, of course.
I don't think they will.
No, they don't need to at all. I mean, maybe for some flashiness, but you know, they don't versus cheese mode. It's not really worth the risk.
It's. I don't really think a Lord Rush when you are solidly winning the game is the mentality of 55. We have seen them in the past play stuff a little bit safer than other teams would have, and I doubt that they will go for the Lord Rush here if they can keep it like this. And at the moment, they can't really be afraid of a Lord Rush from cheese mode, just because they have a lead of more than 150 points. Yeah. Almost 200 now.
Yeah, they're really stuck at 750. But Cheesemade haven't really made a dent in 50. I mean, they are now, literally, as we're talking about it. They can bail off this node, get towards Quarry quickly, take down the Fernalia. I mean, if they can get potential decaps on both side nodes and maybe just keep Waterfall possibly, they can come back into this game. We still have 4 minutes left. And we've got, what, 200-point barrier. It's doable, I mean, especially with the Lord kill.
It very much depends on how fast they can now get rid of the Thernalia. 2 people are engaging. We do have Lipion as well as Red 11. Misha, where's Misha?
Oh, over on the waterfall. They pushed Misha off the node and mobilized as well, and both members of Cheesemo just followed off. They could have got a lot of ticks on that point. That was a bit of a mistake in my opinion, but they are going to take Misha down. They're going to get it. But the thing is that EC's here now as well, so can sustain and help out. But Misha is in downstate. EC probably not going for the res, or is going to go for the res, gone into... Oh no, we can see Zuik here as well. See... They shouldn't have pushed off node to really take down Misha fast, because they needed to get the ticks on there, and actually 55 are going to reverse it completely.
And Sonalia is still alive. Senanan came for assistance. 3v2 at the moment, but solid at the moment for 55. Not really damage coming in. Red 11 might be looking for a target. Eternalia is supposed to be it, but he doesn't seem to find the proper engage at the moment.
No, I mean, Cheesemo they weren't able to decap fast enough over on the quarry. They've not got enough of damage there really to do it that fast. And 55 HP Monks split their players perfectly, really. I mean, Cheesemo actually are losing this 3v2 over on the quarry. I mean, we saw Red 11 going into downstate. They won't lose it now that he's back up. But
a thief can die from time to time. That's not really losing a 3v2.
Yeah, but if they'd taken him down and they'd got the cleave down on the point and they got the CC, they could have taken him out there. You know, it's still quite significant, and they've been able to survive for so long, especially because Zananan is an engineer. You know, I mean, if it was a warrior in an early, you would have expected the survivability to be as much
with
as
only
it is on
40 points to go. Stomp on Lady Asura getting the waterfall point back. Quarry still in the hands of 55, and they might actually be able to get Lipion down in a couple of seconds, but he's line of sighting pretty well. So keeping alive, double cap, triple cap, there we go, and that is going to be it in now a couple of seconds. Decap kind of at the end here on the quarry for cheese mode, but that is not going to change the fact that 55 will equalize the score.
Indeed. So we're going to be going over to Kylo. Final game. There's ESL Weekly Cup number 54.
We had some moments here for cheese mode, but it still looked pretty solid for 55 in the end.
Yeah, really. I mean, 55. She's made a couple of mistakes there, if I'm honest. And they're not able to. They're having some problems with. I think Misha. I'm not sure. I mean, damage-wise, they seem to be dying a hell of a lot more than they normally would. You know, they're losing a lot of these team fights, all the smaller skirmishes on the side points. That example of 3 vs 2 was something they needed to end quickly and needed to get the waterfall to come back into that game. They didn't do either, actually, in the end, to be fair. But you know, so maybe some mismatches, sure. But we will see what happens in this third and final game.
I mean,
Weekly Cup.
If they manage to win. If they manage to win, yeah. So Kylo might now be difficult to just call anything just because we haven't really seen the new cheese mode anywhere. But especially on this map, I can't really imagine that they're gonna make much use of the trebuchet.
I don't think so. Maybe cheese mode. Well, at some occasions, just to it's going to be more respawn drop-ins of the treb. I think more than anything. If they do that.
What could be kind of good is just having Misha, for example, in a mid fight, just due to the fears. Always possible to kind of quickly get a decap, especially on the midpoint. In a couple of fears on the right person. Couple of Mars spheres there, and then it takes a while to get back up on the point.
Issue with Misha very quickly, sorry.
Really?
We just got to find an admin. Misha's having really bad lag issues, apparently. We're going to try and see if we can get someone in to replace Pens if they have a sub registered on the site, which could be a slight issue.
How many people can you actually sub out in one cup? Thought it was only one.
I don't know.
They definitely have to be on your team page, but to be honest, there are a lot of people in all of these teams on the ESL page.
Okay, so they're
there we go. Our admin will go
it out now. Good. Right, so chat, how are we doing? Doing good. What I could do a gem giveaway. I was going to do one at the end as a bit of a surprise, but let's do it now.
Oh, even more of a surprise.
Hello, we might be stuck.
Wait, is it going to be quick now, or...?
We'll do it after. Guys, make sure you are following the channel to have a chance of winning some gems. 800 gem code after the stream has not finished, obviously, because we're streaming the gem giveaway. The ESL Weekly Cup, we'll do it afterwards, but for the sake of, at the moment, just in case we randomly start, we'll not do it now, and also VODs and whatnot as well. So, for those reasons, I won't do it now, but I'll do it after. So make sure that you are following the channel. Below the player on the left-hand side is a follow button. Click it! Because people have entered this competition before and not been noticed because they
quite
haven't
often,
clicked
to
the
be
button.
honest.
Yeah, quite often, really. Yeah, there is that. Make sure you are. I was just reading the chat. Okay. It looks like we're
in the
gonna
middle
have
of a
Misha
sentence.
still. Yeah. Sorry. I like continued attention on my own speaking. Wow.
Okay.
It's been a long day. I've had to do an essay today and a presentation and read a paper. My head is in the game, but you know, a little messed up at the moment. Saying you
Isn't it always, Jebro? Isn't it always?
Normally. But yeah, well, has anyone else witnessed my brain not being random as hell? No, I don't think so.
Okay, apparently we've got 5 minutes. They've got 5 minutes to either fix Misha's problems or get a replacement.
People in the chat are also asking why I want them to buy them cake. So I can have some. That's pretty much the reason. If you are involved in my arena at all, you'll know that cake is something which is very
prominent,
very much heavy on the menu. Yes, starter of cake, crab cakes with
crab cakes.
Yeah, crab cakes. You know what crab cakes are?
Yeah, but I wanted to make
not
fun
an
of you
actual
and say
cake.
crab cake.
Oh, crab cake. There is no cake. That's crap. Really fruity and dry.
You're very much the fan of the cake.
I love the cake. It's lovely. There is no cake up for grabs in Guild Wars 2 this evening, or ever, which is the only thing which is about Guild Wars 2, other than
What? No.
the potentiality of where.
Jebro?
Oh no, we're not lacking people.
Hello? There's a cake cannon. You can't say there's a lack of cake in Guild Wars 2.
Oh my god! Is that the celebration 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh god! So Guild Wars 2
you can blast an entire city with cake.
And I've got a cake gun as well.
Brilliant.
Forgot about that, Nick. Okay.
Apparently we are about to start. Misha seems to have fixed it.
Indeed.
I think.
We have I think so. We're going to see how it goes. I mean, they picked up the last game, so apparently Misha was carried. I don't know. They did well enough to win. So it's all good. Happy times. I'm not sure what we're going to see from the split on cheese mode in this one, because
I mean, we have already seen a cheese mode game not start out with 3-point fights, which is surprising. Yes. So I don't know, but we're probably going to see 5 people going for 1 point. Insert sarcasm note here.
Maybe. Damn it. Why did you say that? I was trying to work off it.
Nah. There is no comedy
here.
Make
sure it's light humor mixed with a little bit of banter.
And a lot of nonsense. But not nonsense at all. It's going to be the last game of the day. Most definitely whoever picks up this game will be the winner of this week's ESL Weekly Cup. It's the number 54. And we're gonna see Cheese Mode on the red side versus 55 HP Monks on the blue side.
Hold on to your points.
See how these splits go. Look, we are going to see, like I said, that quick drop into mid. Obviously quite good, beneficial for anyone that wants to try and drop in grenades, which would probably be Hibify, of course, and the Warriors dropping in some damage. But we are going to see a bit of an engage here from 55 on the far point onto Windmill. Look at the amount of immobilize and blocking coming out to try and make sure they didn't get onto the node was really good, actually. Cheesemode got a lot of ticks there, but they're trying to get some focus down on Hibify just off node. He's down to about half HP. He needs
immediately
to be very careful here.
We had some aggression from Red 11 with a trap on mid, and that cleared up the cap immediately. So now all the interesting parts are gonna happen towards the Windmill fight. Hibify already pretty low. Is the rest of damage gonna come? No,
yeah,
avoiding quite a bit. Maybe now a bit out of position for possible res. But surviving doesn't need to be rest. That is always good. Now coming back down from the pipe. Zanana is using the same road as a defense mechanism. We have no damage whatsoever on anybody except for Misha, who's going to go down exactly after he comes out of the Death Shroud. Stomp coming through. No real res attempt there. Hibify also going low. Where is Red 11? Knocked down and burning invisible. No one to see and be sad for him. Disengaging at this moment. And it looks like, even though we had a down, 55 might be quite good on this fight.
Oh, the res is good on Hibify though. They got him back up. Actually gone down quite a lot on this point at the moment. Needs to be careful where he's positioning himself. And we have seen the down coming out on Soisi, so maybe they'll be able to pick this kill up and actually keep that home point in their favour at some point soon. If only is going to go down as well. So a couple of kills coming out, need to be careful. And Zuik going to go to mid, I do believe, to see what's just going over there. But he needs to back up the point. They really, really are committed to this fight over here. Misha's going to go down again. Hibify's also down. Are we going to see a double down state? No, we aren't going to see that too long, because Zanan gets the confirmed down. And they're going to push and focus onto Misha. As Misha's trying to get out of there as soon as possible, going into Death Shroud. Getting a lot of that damage. As Zuik comes in to defend. That's a nice load of support provided there. And they're going to be able to go back into the Windmill when a 3v2 situation in favour of 55 HP.
Yeah, but Red 11 is re-engaging after falling off the pipeline in the chase of Misha. Now re-engaging and immediately going on Zananan. Although, no, both. Double down state, maybe, if we have a bit damage on Zananan. No static field comes out, but the stomp on Misha is pretty much assured. Although, no one is even stomping. Bit of damage there, just make it too difficult for any run to get the res. Thunderly is still on point. We do have Zananan with some trouble. Where's Red 11 gonna re-engage? Has Zook as a target, I think, just wants to prevent him from getting any reses off. Double downstate going on, and we have a Thunderleer just falling back towards the point, trying to keep the cap as long as possible, which is not going to be that long. Triple downstate now, and 2 of them off point.
Yeah, this is more like the sustained fighting, length fighting that we've seen from Cheese Mode in the past. I think, to be honest, you know, there was quite a lot of downs from both teams, and in the end, it was a couple of mistakes here and there. But Cheese Mode able to out sustain and able to keep those caps, so now they will start to bring the lead. And there is no fast way that 55 HP monks can come back into this game, and other than, of course, getting caps. No real Treb action has happened. We're seeing Red 11 taking out the blue Treb as we speak, taking it just low HP. And I think he's going to stealth here to try and pick out potentially someone from behind. Zanananan looks like a really easy target, and he is. And able to get that knockback actually nicely with the healing turret. It does have that knockback trait, I do believe, as well. So that's very good for him. And a nice move. We're going to see 55 HP marks going for a 2v1 push again over to the windmill. Looks like they're going to send Zuik as well. Loads of players over here. I mean, it's a surprise that Cheese Mode aren't they really trying to counter this with some kind of mansion push, but they're feeling more confident with the defense at the moment.
We did have immediately after the triple downstate we saw on the windmill and the double cap coming through, we did have Articuno going aggressively onto the mansion, but ran into 2 people who were just playing it defensive and kind of waiting out until the respawn comes. So that first attempt was immediately aborted. And now they are just back on the defense. 55 is the one to first put the aggression on Cheese Mode, going for the windmill, and I think kind of regretting it, because this teamfight is not going for them, although the stomp, no refuge, last second, and the cow finisher is going to come down on Misha Thinhead there. Zuik now just being chased. We have a Thunderleer trying some stuff on the midpoint, is going quite well in the 1v1 against Lippian, but he's going to get the assistance of his team members anytime soon.
He's gonna get a free assistant.
A free assistant.
Bad. I'm gonna get an assistant. I need one. PA, please send me one. But otherwise, you know, 55's engage on this midpoint is not looking too good at the moment. They've actually had to retreat to a degree, and Cheesemo, sorry, are able to sustain 55 HP points completely across the map at the moment. But between the midpoint and the windmill, much action really. The only push really that's happened is Red 11 over on towards the mansion, and to be honest, whoever's
ran around a bit.
Yeah, and no one from whoever's like back defending on 55, and they need to push, and they need to start pushing now. But the thing is, they can't, because Red 11 is just, you know, they know he's gonna go for a possible decap. It's actually come over here towards the mansion now with the potential to kill Misha again. Misha being really the target that's going down the most. Zanananan's doing a fantastic job at defending himself. Hivify trying to get some damage on that toolkit 5 pull, but unfortunately Zanananan able to get away with that Elixir S activate to make him invulnerable, of course, as the pull came in. Kind of anticipating that grenade barrage onto
I'm just noticing
well.
that actually we have a sigil of bloodlust, and we do have a sigil of blood on Red 11 instead of the normal air and fire combination.
Okay.
That is somewhat surprising, I'd say.
A little bit more survivability, I suppose. But then, well, you know, he's bringing the sustained damage back up with the sigil of blood loss, because he's not actually going out a lot.
We could see a lot happening on the mid. We have Zenana down on the side, off point. We have Articuno already using the Vapor Form, and the damage on Lippian is too much for him to apply rest. Double downstate, rest is going to come through. No stomp, and there comes the double resing battle standard. That really pays off there. Now the damage on the Thunderleer is too much for him to get Zenana back up on his feet. That rest banner just turned around the entire fight and meant that Cheese Mode is still pretty solid, although decap Zuik with the fiery grades not going for the decap on the windmill. They may be overcommitted a bit to this mid-fight, even though they somewhat had to.
Even though they at least got the decap over on windmill, but you know, it doesn't feel like they're going to hold that cap for too long, and the game is really running away from them. 385 points now to Cheese Mode, 221 to 55 HP Monks. Zuik is going to go down over on the windmill. They're desperate. 55 HP Monks are really desperate to just pick out anything they can at the moment because they can't get back into this game. The knockback comes out from Blackjack there. Nice knock to make sure EC is not able to get that res. Zanananan tries to drop the supply crate to interrupt any kind of down attempt, but Zuik is really too low to get anything, any kind of res onto Zuik, sorry, and he is going to go down and out of this fight. 405 points now to Cheese Mode is really racking up. The lead is just spiraling out of control, and it doesn't feel like 55 HP Monk's going to be able to come back into this.
Now, on this map, you just can't really do anything against such a lead. It's a bit too much. I mean, okay, they might actually not pay attention to Zananan or be overcommitted to killing someone and giving a free cap on the windmill. Articuno a little bit late with the flash there. Flash on point. Now 2v1 against Zananan, but he might hold it for quite a bit, but even the double cap is not gonna do anything against the fact that Cheese Mode will pick up this win. They need the D cap as well.
I'm just wondering, like, is an interesting thing, if we had Temple, how different would this be, you know, like with... I'm going to ask you. At the moment, it's looking good for... I'm just thinking about it, you know, like, how different that would make it, is, you know, 55 HP Monk's not as mobile, really, as Cheese Mode with defeat, but still. Yeah, but
Temple is always a bit of a gamble. Just due to the side objectives kind of the buffs.
Yeah, that's true. Having a look, unlucky for 55 HP Monks that Red Levin got that cap over on the mansion, but you know, even with the one cap, they need to get full map control, or even a D cap mid, 2 side caps, no deaths as well to get back into this game. And I do not think it's going to happen. I mean,
a little bit of a tall order. With Thunderleer actually moving away from Izzy in his vapor form, and now knocked just out of range for Izzy to attempt the rest, and still standing on point. But I think it wouldn't have gone through anyway, just because Hibify was still applying pressure, and we had Red Levin there on the side, who is now disengaged and is going to help in the mid fight against Misha. Later Sura might have be able to have done that himself, but Red Levin there to ensure it. Now damage coming in, down he goes, and is being left there. Reinforcements from the side not really coming. Looks like 55 now has also realized that this game is over in just a couple of seconds. Red Levin maybe, no, they're not even bothering with the mansion. They have the mid cap, and they are going to get a stomp on Zuik, no, on Izzy. And that will be the game. No, the stomp isn't even going to come through. Is it? Yes, it is. There we go. Cheese Mode picks up the second win in the Special 5. So they are the winners of this cup. The first time they've been in a weekly cup for quite a while. And winning it.
Coming straight back in and winning.